I'm sitting on one of our water tanks. We've got two. Each tank, there's another one over here underneath that, so I've got two tanks. Each tank holds 25,000 litres. As you can see, we're in the summertime, so they're only about half full, but that's where our water comes from. Not town supply, but off the roof, down the downpipes, and into our tanks. Just under half a tank. So with two tanks, it's almost 25,000 litres, which is about a month's use of water on a usual household. So we've still got enough water and we don't have to bring any in yet. Just need to pray for some rain. And this is our water pump. This is what gets the water from our tanks, from our tanks into the house and gives us water pressure. This is what I would call half-assed. And by half-assed, it was just put onto the dirt. They laid some bricks down, built a pretty shoddy little shed, and they put it all together. Have a look inside. Don't worry, this isn't even attached. You can see it's pretty half-assed. So this can be lifted completely off, and that's what we're left with. A water pump sitting on a couple of blocks of wood, sitting on some bricks, sitting on some dirt. Our goal here is to tidy all this up, make it look less half-assed. So the pump's 15 years old. We're going to replace that, put a twin filter system on it, but the first job I've got to do before we can get that done is we've got to lay a concrete base in here. I want a nice flat concrete base so that the pump can sit onto the base. So we're going to put some boxing in here, boxing down there. We're going to then lay a base into it. We've cleaned everything out, dug a bit more dirt out and cleared the area around here a bit more. So I've got to put a retaining wall across here to hold the dirt. It'll be the barrier between the dirt and the concrete slab. So I need to put a post in here to support the retaining wall that I'm going to put in here. So I'm going to put a post in here and a post down the other end. And to do that, I need to dig a post hole. Don't need to be very deep, these ones, because the posts ain't that big. But we need a couple of posts in here just to give it a bit of support. Considering there's going to be a pile of dirt on one side and a pile of concrete on the other side, I don't think it's too much of a hassle. I don't think they need to be super strong or super deep. Just deep enough. we've put in the retaining walls for the concrete slab. I'm going to pour in here for the water pump. The next thing we need to do is I need to build a framing that I can actually suspend the pump and support the pump while I take all this out and then lay the slab. The reason I don't want to pull the pump apart is, of course, we're using it in the house at the moment, so until the new pump comes in, we still want this to work, or we don't have water in the house. So the idea is to build a little gantry, support the pump, take all this out from under here, put some, I'm just going to break up these blocks, I think, and lay them on the bottom, and then lay the concrete for the slab to put the pump back on. Once that's gone off, I can then just lower this back onto it until the new pump arrives. So that's the goal today. That's what we'll be doing today. So we'll crack on and get it done. Should do the trick. Really good quality supporting base, isn't it? Piece of wood with some bricks. What a half-assed effort. Alright, I'm going to dig that out. Good way of getting rid of those old bricks. We're ready to pour the slab now. Last thing I want to do is I want to put a covering around the downpipe so the concrete's not right up against the downpipe, and it still gives you the ability to remove the downpipe if you need to. So that's the next thing to do. Just a 1 litre bucket, cut the bottom off, just cut down the side, just like that. Do the trick. Time for a beer. That's the slab poured. Come out pretty good. Very happy with that. We've got the pump guys coming in the next couple of days to put the new pump in with the new filters. But that's come up really good. I'm really happy with that. Our little bucket worked well to keep the concrete off the downpipe. Come up good with the retaining walls. Poured well. So it's ready to go. Yeah, ready for the pump to be put in. There we have it. It's our new pump being installed. There is a pressure tank, 24 litre pressure tank. It's the pump, it's the twin filters. I'm not quite sure of the micro, but there's a coarse one and a super fine. So that's it. It's the new pump put in. Next job will be building a cover for all this. So we'll build a nice cover, a nice lid that'll hinge up to cover all this up and keep it protected. But that should be good for another 20 years. But that'll be in the next video. So we'll see you then. A pretty cool thing as well is while the concrete was setting, a little birdie hopped across the concrete and left his little feet markings in it. For time memorial, eh? Well, as long as the house is still here, those little bird feet will be in this slab of the concrete.